morning, everybody. This is the Early Bird Show. It is 4 a.m. Eastern Time. It's 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. What a day I had yesterday. Stopped out on one-on-one. There goes my producer out of his chair and going upstairs now, finding a new place to sleep. I think. Is the market bearish? Young comments. I don't know. Beachbound trading, not sure. The September effects. Oh yeah, it can be the September effects. Well, what we have today is a big old watch list like we always do. Some of them are really the ones that you have been watching the past few weeks, I think, even. And some of them are fairly new. So let's see what's going on here in pre-markets. Is there something big going on? Oops, HGen. Something did not approve here, I think. Dropped from 12 to 5. Hope that nobody's in here. G-sets. Also drop, not as big, but TME was on our watch list for a while, and we said this 857 is the level that you want to watch. And a level is a level as long as it holds, and now it this one falls right through it here. Let's look at the daily. Okay, yeah, that's what we expected here. Cannot get above the 9. So that's a TME now in trouble. CRDF trying to get up and falling down again. Our old friend BBIG is here. So yesterday I tweeted out what I did yesterday, and if you want to know what I did, then just follow me on Twitter because you can see what I did yesterday. Well, trading-wise, of course. So this is the pre-market, and then you can also look at the change 21% for TSRI with not a lot of volume, but try to get up to this 14 level all the way up here. 17% right raise. CRDF. Also with no volume. Sometimes I'm just only watching volume, and now I'm also watching what's happening on the change side of things. Not a lot. Okay, not a lot. So we're going to do the watch list, and I have my watch list here. The favorites of today. Let's look at these. This is TGT, AN, TAP, TAP, FNF, DPRO, SPRT, not spirit support, I know, ATER, hypo, space, and open. That's what we will be watching today. And I'm going to do the watch list first, and after that I'm going to do some tickers. So don't put them in right now. Put them in a little bit later. And if you want, then please hit that like and hit that subscribe. Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you? So this is TGT. And the reason that I looked for this one, so in TC2000, I don't know if you use this, but TC2000 has these great scanners. And you can also build your own scanners. I shared one of my scanners, a formula, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. And I'm looking for moves like this. So all the way up. And now here, this is a bounce all day long here at 241.50. For day trading, I'm not sure if this is deplayed for this one today, but if this one holds here right now, then you want to see a move. So this is now the spread here. Can you see these two blue ones here? Is this clear? This is the spread now. but that's because there is no volume. So nobody's going to buy it here because the loss is immediately $10. So this is $10 spread. So this is happening not now because there's nothing going on here, and what you want to see that this is the bump here, so it falls down. This was a nice move to the upside, and now this is more comfortable for me because, well, this looks like a double bottom, not exactly, but yesterday when I put this one on my list, it looked like it would make a double bottom. Did not do that quite like you want, but normally when a stock moves like this, comes down like this, then I don't have to tell you what you want to see here. This is what you want to see now. Something like this. So you want to see some strength. This looks like a bounce. It is not a bounce yet, I would say. So if you're swing trading something like this, then you really want to see this next move up. And where would be your entry point? Well, that depends on what kind of risk taking you want to do. You can say, okay, it has to get above this high here, so then I'm sure it will make a new high. So this will be your entry then, and there is resistance here at this point. There's resistance at this point. So these are really things you have to take into account here. These two, boom, boom, and because you want to see something like this, you need to watch the levels here that it will break through those levels, and maybe at some point get over this 250 again. So I want to see something like this. What can happen is that it stays under this one and stays here for a little while and stays in consolidation. That's something that can happen. What also can happen is that people are now doubting, because I'm doubting this as well, because I don't know what's going to happen, and it will sit here for a while. So a lot of possibilities. Will it sit here for a while? Will it sit here for a while? I don't know. It's interesting enough to just watch this one and see if something going on. As a day trade might be interesting. Good morning, TC. Good morning, James. Good morning, Fred. People are all watching stuff. I'm going to talk about those when I finish my watch list, because other people who don't bring in their tickets said, oh, just finish the watch list and do the tickets later, so I can just people who will be watching this video not at 4 a.m. Eastern time, but well, maybe at 7 or at 8 or at 9, they say, I just want to see the watch list, and then maybe some tickets from other people, but do the watch list first. So I'm doing that. So this is similar kind of thing going on here now. You can see that this looks like something that wants to bounce. This also looks like something that wants to bounce here, but a lot of short players will are in here, or sold it here, or played it short here at this point here, at this cross. So I'm always going into the heads of people who bought it here, or sold it here, or shorted it here. And I'm thinking then, okay, if I shorted it here, if I'm short in this one here at this point somewhere, somewhere here, if I'm short here, so I'm gonna now imagine myself being the guy that was short here with the perfect short, boom, 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 and $12 in the money here, and then this happens. what I'm going to do then is I'm going to cover my shorts, I think, or I'm going to play for the complete breakdown all the way back to the 200 SME. So that's this 92-ish point here. That's something that you might want to watch. And then there's also this thing that's called, if it's $1, then it's something. And if it's $100, it's something. It really is stupid, but it is. So you might want to watch this $100 level also. So now here, this is now the fight between the bulls and the bears here. What's going on here today and maybe tomorrow and maybe for a few days is that if it sits here for a while, that's the dog. If it sits here for for a while, then it's indecisive. Hold on for 1 minute. I'm gonna scream now, and if you're wear earplugs, then you have a problem. I hope that helps. So this is it can just sit here for a while, and then it's called consolidation station. Some people are saying it's bottoming out, blah 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 blah, and then bulls and bears. So people who are in here are waiting for will it drop even further? Maybe they sell a little bit here so that they have take some profits here. Other people will think here, okay, if it sits here and this is a new target, then I'm gonna do this. And other people will think, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait till it sits here at this 100 level and then falls under this 100 level, and then I'm gonna go short. So the battle that's going on right here between bulls and bears, between people who want to sell it and buy it, is interesting to watch today and the coming days. So the levels for this one are now 103. Yeah, 103, 100, and for now 91.40, because that's where the 200 moving average is. Tap. This is a different kind of play. So this is what we saw here all the way up, and now people are going short here. Now this is from a different scanner that I use, and I make them myself, and you can easily do that in TC2000s. I think it's the best program there is. They do not sponsor me, by the way, but they should. Not that I need it in any shape or form, because, well, you just want to be as objective as possible, but this is really the best software to do your preparation. Even if you're a beginner, or well, if you're a beginner, then you can use this, but as a professional, you can use this too. And even if you're a beginner, then you get a simulated buying power here that you can see here in the top here, 286,000. And you can use that as long as you like. And that's something, if you're just starting out, start trading with a simulated buying power and do strategies more than once, at least 50 times, I would say, in order to see if something works or if it does not work. I thought this would be a more brilliant double bottom here. It is not. So you are in trouble here if it's falling under this 45.80-ish. There is some support here, 45.15. And after that, there is support here at 44.38. So for all the swing traders, I would say just wait till it hits one of those levels here, and then there is a real good sign that it will get up again. This looks like a good sign to me normally, but what's normal these days? So what you want to see is something like this here. And So this first candle needs to be at least here to this level where the green one is right now. This is 46.1393, and it needs to get a little bit higher because you want to see this red one taking out, I think. So let's say 47-ish. So this is type. Let's see if this one works. So FNF. This is almost the same as the other two that I showed you. So this is TGT. So all the way up, and then this happens. AN all the way up, this happens. And now we have FNF. There's something different here, and that is this blue line. So for the bounce, you want to see this blue line, which is the 50 moving average. This one has to hold right now. And it seems to want to do that. Really. So this one moved up like it should in this in those waves here, like you see here. Nice waves, of course. This one's a little steeper, so it's not picture perfect. But when is it? When did you ever see a picture perfect wave like you did in the textbooks? But this is something that you really want to see. You want to see this 46.91 holding in one way, shape, or form, and then you can play this one here if it holds 46.91. This is the spread now, so be aware that something like this can happen. And also here, a lot of people will now look at this bulls and bears. There will be people who think this will happen, and there will be people who think this will happen. Okay, then some small ones. We talked about DPRO yesterday. This is DPRO 412, still has to break. We said this might happen during the next few days, and well, it looks like it did. Yellow and green one are crossing for all you swing traders out there, but as a day trader, I just want to see this 412 breaking, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So still applicable this level here. This is what we expected. It did exactly that, and I'm only interested in this one if it breaks 412. Spirit, expect nothing, but well, I really doubt it if I would bring this back to you, but there's something happening. There is something happening. Expect nothing. This is a ridiculous high, and then this is a lower 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 high, and this is a lower high, this is a lower high, and this is a higher high. I'm sorry about that. And it did this while I was almost going to bed, this move. I played an online chess tournament, but and was beaten. So I got to bed and I was not in a happy place. And then I saw this happening also, and then I was even in a can you say that? I was feeling down. This move here is the move 28 to 23, 24. Could you have seen this one coming? No, you could not have seen this one coming. Could you? No, could you? Maybe, well, if you're a clairvoyant, if you say that, then, or maybe on the next 5 minutes here, but the only way, I'm sorry about it, frog in my throat, the only way that you could have seen this one coming is here. But then you would have been in this one already here. You should have been, or could have been, or should have, or would have, could. It's just way too difficult to get in here. I have volume scanners also, so the volume really spikes up, then an alert goes. But then put it on for spirit. And now this happens. And now we are late to the party. Expect nothing, and if you do, and you miss something like this also. So for now, just this 9 EMA has to hold here, 22.36, and a break over 25.50 would be great. So this is a big old gap. So it's really difficult if you want to trade something like this right now. But this was post-market high here. Nice drop down to 22.36, and then the reversal would be nice. And if it doesn't do that, then you can do the breakout trade. The post-market breakout trade is something that you want to do in this occasion. And if you really want to think, okay, I'm gonna take a little chance here, then you can do this pre-market high break also. So the levels for Spirit are 22.36, 24.30, 25. What shall we say? No, 25.50. Good enough. ATER. Pre-market high break. That's what we needed on ETER. It also this craziness here yesterday after 3 o'clock. And this is normally something that you are really scared of and say, oh, what? After this big move up, I'm going to get out. But it was squeezed up again. So if you got this, the pre-market high break, then you listened to the show yesterday. And if you did not, well, it happens. I miss a lot too. You miss more than you can get. That's not only in trading, so but that's also in life. You miss out more than you can experience if you're really into this. Affected with FOMO, then which I am in some stocks, and sometimes still trying to trade myself to not get into something like I did not do yesterday. I got into something and I got stopped out. This is what we want to see today. 866 is a level, 1047 is a level, and this level here to the downside is of no importance to me anymore. I want to see this, I want to buy this only in strength now. Hypo, we said this would happen yesterday. Well, it did more or less. More or less than more. Can you say that? Yeah, you can. So this is going on right now. Now the 664 seems to be some kind of level right here. I only want to play this one into strength, so it pulls back. I'm not interested. Does not move as much as I hoped like it would, like on this occasion, but if it's getting some momentum, then you might just want to do this play all the way up here and above 704. So there are a lot of levels here, so I don't think I will play this one today. but you never know. Expect nothing. Did I say that already? So the two last ones, space. We said that something like this would be ideal for me. So this is what I played for, the reverse along play. So this is what I wanted to happen, falling down to this level and then back up. So when it did not do that, it didn't. So I could not make this play here. And that's completely fine. So if you have a strategy, one or two strategies, I have 5 or 6, but I'm the best in reverse or long trading, then you should also adapt some strategies of your own and say, okay, this is my strategy. I'm successful with this particular strategy, and you do that strategy. There are a lot of day traders say, oh, you have to go long, you have to go short, you have to know anything and everything. Yeah, maybe you do after 5 years of doing this. But first be sure that you are profitable with 1 or 2 strategies. And if you're not getting that strategy on that particular day, then just don't trade. No position is also a position, like my mentor used to say. So this is what we want to do here on Spaceman. 25, 26, 2603 are the levels. That's not a lot to there's not a lot of movement here. No, there's not a lot possible gain here. Hello, good morning. Where's your English going? But still want to watch this one because it can do something like this. 25, 26, 2603. Open. This is open. This is post-market close, this one. This is pre-market open. So try to get to this post-market close to bridge that gap. Did not succeed there. So 2 ways of playing this. Watch this one during pre-market, just pulling back and then going up again, or to the long side above this post-market open line here at 1866. So there are 2 ways to play the open. So B2M Trading and Fred Rice are really going on with it. So, and that's what Benzinga is all about. Just to give you information, of course, as much information as you want, and you can do what you want with it. So it's 10:35. Give me your tickers. I showed you mine. Show me yours. If you did already, please put them in once more, because sometimes I'm a little lazy. SPY. What's going on with SPY? I think this is a bad print. I hope it is. Well, SPY is going where we thought it would go after this disaster here in 2020, and then some. So this was COVID, all the way up to COVID, and there is some new confidence here when it broke this high before COVID here at 341. Dip down again, try to get above it, dip down again, and now here we are in November, December, and Biden was chosen. And contrary to popular belief, he made things happen. One moment, please. Well, if you ever doubted if this was live, then it's this is the case. That's really live. So my wife is a renowned author here in the Netherlands, and she wrote a book, and the publisher just dropped 2 pallets of her books here. So had to take care of that and had some lifting to do. Puppy's power. Okay, let's do this. This is the SPY. Well, it can go. Normally, what you would say, these are just. This is just how a stock should move, or how any uptrend is should move. Really nice support on the 50. Just trading nice along this 9 EMA and 20 above the 200s. So, well, expect nothing, but based on technicals, this is not going further than something like this here. And if this is the new low here, so it's making higher highs and higher lows. If this is the new low, then this also can happen even today. Why not? So, if you want to speculate in SPY, be my guest. I'd never do that. HGen. Let's do HGen. Oops, yeah. Don't go there. If you're in this one, then you're in a lot of trouble because you're trying to catch your falling knife here. There's no support whatsoever here. So this is a spec from a spec. I presume if this is opening at $10 somewhere. I'm not sure, but it does not matter also or either. You have to go to Mitch to know exactly what this is all about, but did not hold this level here, so you're in a lot of trouble here. For HGN. No, Samuel, it's not too difficult to trade a pre-market. Really, it isn't. If you know what you're doing, then it's not. I can even say it's simpler trading pre-market. And I'm going to tell you why. Why not? I traded pre-market a lot before I did this show. So then I was making money in these hours, and now I'm just sharing with you this all for free. And if you like what you're seeing, then hit that like and hit that subscribe. Why don't you? It's for Benzinga. It's all about bringing Wall Street to Main Street. Jason said, okay, what I want to do is I want to get some professional traders sharing their knowledge with people like you, not in high class terms, but just how it is. Just show how you trade, and maybe people will get some advantage from that. So this is how you can trade pre-markets. This is Cardiff Oncology. So this is what it did here. Open here, this one at 4 o'clock. This is the 5 minutes. It opened here, fell down, stayed here for a while, and then got up again. So now all bets are off. This is something that you might want to watch now. So it makes a new high here, makes a new high here, makes a new high here, makes a new high here. So this should have been where I'm looking at 5 minutes also. I do that also in when markets open, but also when pre-market. It's just more accurate. So this is a double bottom here. And if market was open, you just could have traded this one, 806, and then to the upside. Be aware of the volume. So this volume is 6,000. So you cannot buy 10,000 shares here or something. But you can practice real nice here if you want that. So just if you just bought 200 shares here, then you made $100 right now here at 50 ish, and that's not a lot. I know that, but it's even easier to trade this because it does not go as quick as normal. You have to be aware that an offering may take place, so don't stay in something like this too long. Keep it on your screen, and you cannot sell with a market order because market's not open, so you really have to do everything manually. But it's a nice practice, and if you just buy 50 stocks of this or 100, and you're trading with real money but at a real slow pace, you will recognize something like this. So when I traded pre-market, then I would buy just I don't know, 500 shares here. Why not? And I'm making $250 and maybe more here before all the others woke up, and that's my $250 that I used to have work for a whole week when I was a student. So pre-market is good to trade, really. AVTR, at least trade your own strategy. Trade your own strategy. I cannot stress that enough. So EVTR is having a lot of trouble here with no volume. So this looks like it wants to go, but what you don't want is that this 41.17 breaks. And the spread is now huge, so there's nothing going on right now. So this is the spread here now. So 41.15 needs to be really your absolute bottom here in order to trade it to the upside if you want to. So this is just we traded this earlier on price action. It's a $40 stock, but can move 80 cents a day, which is not a lot, but this might be enough if you've got enough buying power. For a lot of people, this also will be some kind of sign. Okay, this is we're going now to the downside again. So 41.15, the only level that you need in order to trade is one. If it stays above that, then it's a long. If it trades under that, it's a short. But you need some volume here in order to move nicely. Yeah, B2M, you have to go to bed again because you have your own 7 o'clock Frenchy going on later. It's 10 o'clock in Amsterdam at 4 a.m., so we are in a big advantage here, of course. Do we have some more tickers than because of the postman? Well, it wasn't a postman, it was a real truck full of books. Beachbum has this DSS thing going on. Okay. Yeah, you can trade something like this. Buy it in strength. It's a smaller stock. Nice call from this. Nice call. This Beachman Trading above 150, 141. I'm sorry, is something that you want to see. This one trading. So buy it in strength. Buy it in strength. So everybody. CRDF. You are in CRDF. So you are not a day trader, or you bought it just now. If you bought it somewhere here, then you are in good shape right now. And if you bought it here at this level here, 806, I did not put it in just now. I put it in just now. So CRDF, if you bought it here at 806, then you should have taken some profits here, I would assume, because it is pre-market. Volume is low, of course, so easy to manipulate. Okay, well, no tickets left, so that was the bit show for this day. Tomorrow it's Funny Friday, so send in your tickets early. Send them to my Twitter if you want to. The handle is under this video. And Funny Friday is all about I will show you mine if you show me yours. Didn't take the profit. Okay. Well, be if you. So this is a big day after this yesterday. You can. Anything can happen, if this 806 does not hold. This was double bottom here at 5 minutes. So if it falls under this 806, then you might be scared to see a move like this somewhere, and that's not what you want, of course. So if you want to stay in this one, let me say, if I was in this one, I would have taken my profits already. And because if you take your profits, and then you can't go bankrupt, and you can always go back in here. Why not? If you say I'm taking my profit now, or 75% maybe, and then let the rest roll, and then maybe get in here again at 871 to play to play this one all the way up to 888. Why not? You can do that. These are Fibonacci lines, which are a long way from home, because we played this one here at this level once here. So you can erase those. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. So tomorrow, Funny Friday. Be sure that you have your tickets ready. I will show you mine if you show you yours. So let's have a Funny Friday tomorrow. We're back at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, and that is 10 o'clock in Amsterdam. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.